Days of Our Lives, EJ menaces Sarah with prison. Abby hits pause on passion and Clyde's liberation. Spoilers for Friday, October 11. Chad agrees to Abigail's proposal, Sarah's Fiona surprise, and Xander's scheme backfires. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Thursday, October 10, indicates that Mark Green met with Clyde Weston in prison, where he informed him that Abigail DiMera was executing a plan in Paris. Mark promised that it wouldn't be long before Abigail became Mrs. Chad DiMera, but that didn't satisfy Clyde, who desired her to be the widow DiMera instead. Clyde explained that since Abby was still alive, his lawyer would help him avoid the drug charges, likely due to procedural errors. As a result, Clyde would gain access to the DiMera fortune, but he believed it would be simpler if Chad DiMera were no longer alive. Consequently, Clyde urged Mark to act as his hitman, asserting that his sweet mama was destined for trouble if Chad wasn't dealt with. Meanwhile, in Paris, Abigail listened as Chad shared memories of their time there with the kids. She pretended to recall those moments, but claimed she remembered only emotions, not details. Abigail did mention hearing their children's footsteps and the morning sunlight streaming through the window. She expressed how much she loved Chad, leading to a passionate kiss. As the tension rose and Abigail began removing Chad's jacket, she abruptly halted, suggesting they shouldn't rush into intimacy just yet. Chad encouraged her to take her time, but she insisted she didn't want to wait forever. Then, Abigail unexpectedly proposed marriage, surprising Chad. Back in Salem during this episode of Days, Maggie Kyriakis visited the Horton house with lemon bars and chatted with Julie Williams. Julie updated Maggie on the peculiarities surrounding Abigail and Chad's hope for her recovery during their Paris trip. When Sarah Kyriakis' sudden memory of Brady Black driving came up, Julie implied that she wouldn't blame Sarah if it were fabricated. Maggie defended Sarah's integrity, while Julie expressed empathy for Brady, highlighting his good nature. Both women hoped for resolution now that Brady was taking accountability. At the Kyriakis mansion during Thursday's episode, EJ DiMera firmly refused to allow Sarah to retract her statement against Brady. If she challenged him, he threatened to charge her with perjury. EJ emphasized that he had negotiated a 10-year deal for Brady, insisting that someone had to serve time, potentially Sarah. Xander, frustrated by EJ's interference, contemplated persuading Kristen DiMera to provide the serum and headed to the DiMera mansion to find her. At Small Bar that day, Eric Brady introduced himself to Fiona Cook, asking her about the hit-and-run incident. After Eric mentioned his previous discussion with the waiter, Fiona claimed she arrived after Brady called her that night and discovered him intoxicated. When Eric inquired about her drinking status, she insisted she had been sober for an extended period. Fiona implied that Brady left alone, but Eric noted that the waiter said they departed together. After adjusting her story to say she followed Brady to try to get him a ride, she claimed he was unwilling to not drive. Fiona mentioned returning to her room by taxi before receiving upsetting news about Sarah from Xander. Eric appeared doubtful of Fiona's account, yet suggested her information had been useful. Later at the Kyriakis mansion, Eric stopped by to speak with Sarah after his talk with Fiona. He pressed Sarah for honesty, questioning Brady's innocence and whether she was covering for her mother-in-law, leaving Sarah looking bewildered. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Eric will soon share his theory with Sarah, leading to predictions regarding Fiona's impending downfall. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, October 11. Chad embraces Abigail's proposal, Sarah's Fiona revelation, and Xander's scheme unravels. On Friday, October 11, Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Maggie Kyriakis will encourage Holly Jonas to truly reconnect with Nicole Walker and recall the love they once had. Holly has struggled with Nicole's past decision to cover up Eric Brady's role in Daniel Jonas' accident. Nevertheless, Maggie aims to advocate for Nicole and hopes to shift Holly's viewpoint. Additionally, Maggie will take a moment to counsel Tate Black, and we can expect Xander Kyriakis to express his frustrations to Maggie during the episode as well. Meanwhile, Days spoilers reveal that Sarah Kyriakis will learn about Eric's recent talk with Fiona Cook and his worries regarding her dishonesty. Eric has asked Sarah for the truth about Brady Black's innocence, as he suspects she may be hiding something to protect her mother-in-law. This will catch Sarah off guard, prompting her to urge Eric to clarify. Once Eric shares details about his investigation, he might mention overhearing Sarah discuss a secret with Fiona. Sarah could admit she fabricated Brady's culpability to shield him from Xander's potential vengeance. Nonetheless, this could spark thoughts for Sarah regarding Fiona's potential role in the hit-and-run incident, leading to memories that may resurface, so be prepared for the troubling developments headed Fiona's way. As for Xander, he will attempt to manipulate Kristen DiMera. Given that E.J. DiMera has threatened Sarah about perjury, she has felt compelled to delay altering her statement, at least for the time being. Despite this, Xander might think that pretending he upheld his part of the deal is his best move. He could fabricate a story about Sarah changing her statement to ensure Brady's quick release. Xander may claim that Brady will soon regain his freedom and pressure Kristen for Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's miraculous cure without delay. Yet, since Kristen is no stranger to deception, she may see right through Xander's ruse. It seems Xander's plan is likely to backfire. In Paris, Abigail DiMera will persist in promoting her marriage proposal, ultimately convincing Chad DiMera that it's the ideal next step. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Chad and Abigail will start making some wedding arrangements, so stay tuned for more insights about their upcoming nuptials. Days of Our Lives spoilers for October 11. Xander sets his sights on Kristen. In the latest Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, October 11, Xander believes he can outsmart Kristen. This is the same guy who failed to outwit his wife, mother, and mother-in-law. Does he really think he can take on Salem's most skilled manipulator? When Dr. Rolf informed Kristen he had a cure for any plot twist she might concoct, she quickly formulated her plan. Heal the needy like Jesus? Not a chance. Maybe another time. At this moment, Kristen intends to leverage the promise of a treatment for Sarah to pressure her husband into persuading Sarah to retract her false testimony against Brady. Xander is on board, in theory. Yet, in practice, he believes he can outsmart Kristen, get Sarah healed, and send Brady away for a decade. Good luck with that, buddy. While Xander feels clever, Sarah and Eric are genuinely being smart as they compare notes on Brady and Fiona. Their accounts are aligning, but with Brady lacking memory and Fiona having a spotty truth record. Xander's paternity saga, anyone. There could be more to unveil. Clyde is pushing Abigail to speed up her plan to marry Chad and pilfer his fortune for him. If she doesn't, her beloved brother and other relatives will face the consequences. Holly is torn between being angry with Nicole for not revealing that Eric was the drunk driver who caused her father's death years ago, or feeling resentful because Nicole left her behind to move to Paris with Eric and their son. Either way, Maggie needs that bratty teen to calm down. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.